ladies and gentlemen, that little jingle for Block Island Ferry, that was the old folks' way. This here is for the younger folks. Uno, dos, cuatro. Sail away on the Block Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Block Island awaits you. Leave your troubles behind, oh yeah. Sail away on the Block Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times, oh yeah. Leave today, Block Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind. Sail away on the Block Island Ferry. Take a trip back to carefree times. Leave today, Block Island awaits you. Just leave your troubles behind. Yeah. All right, that's a little Block Island's jingle there, folks. Put a rock and roll beat on it because I'll tell you something, that other jingle, hey, I mean, I was falling asleep when they were playing that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called Health Care. Reason why health. Okay, I'll just do it this way, folks. I'll just change everything. Reason why health care is so expensive. Who cares for the health care? Who pays for the people who get it free? For instance, mass care. People get everything for free. How about the prisoners? We pay $70,000 a year for each prisoner. We give them place to sleep, 3 hot meals a day, health care for free. Medicaid, Medicare. Millions of people get it for free. Until the 1970s, France abolished the guillotine, bring it back. Yeah, I found out that, when Star Trek came out in the 1970s, France had the guillotine. Oh, imagine bringing that back, folks. I don't think anybody will commit crime when they know what they're going to lose. All right, folks. Man, I'll tell you. Man, I used to be able to do a lot of rock and roll music, but, hey, this old gray guy is not what he used to be. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is called weight. A lot of people have a weight problem. And, folks, this is how I would love to have you folks lose that weight. Lose your weight naturally. Do not use tummy tucks. Do not inject yourself with anything because your body will reject it. If you're not whole, do you know what chemicals are being used? But do not gain weight in the first place. A lot of it, though, is genetic. Eat naturally. I eat oatmeal regularly. Please stay away from all fried foods. Stay away from bacon and all that sort of stuff. If you're allergic to anything like I am to wheat, away from alcohol. Ruins your liver. I eat a lot of soups. Stay away from processed food like cold cuts. Please lose weight naturally. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you poke yourself with that stuff that, you really don't know, folks, what's in those chemicals. Your body may reject it. And if your body rejects all those medicines that you put in your body, you're going to have a heck of a lot more problems with your health. Okay, folks, this here is, it's called Save. If we don't be responsible for our own money there, kiddos. What next? A loan at 18% or even more. Go save for what you need. I had to lose weight, but I had oatmeal. But the whole thing, folks, like they got a commercial. I think it's 27 cash now. They put $5,000 in your account right away. But ladies and gentlemen, they let you borrow $5,000, but you're paying them back over time $6,000. If you want to go on vacation, save for it. Maybe $10 a week. If you use your credit card, folks, you don't know how fast you can overspend that limit. They charge some like 28% interest on that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can avoid using credit cards, you don't really know how much you're really spending until you get that bill. Then if you go for the minimum payments, and if you owe, let's say, $3,000, you got something like 28%. And I'll tell you something, you're going to pay back a heck of a lot more than that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this here is called long marriages. And after a while, you're going to find out, folks, that you talk too much, radio too loud, cannot stand my voice, want to go back to Block Island too often, but I spend too much time writing and playing my ukulele. I watch TV too long, do not take a nap in the afternoon, always have the radio on, too often in the car, not interested in reading or listening to the news, like it hot during cold months, do not answer questions fast enough, like it warm in the car. I'm on the cell phone too often, or even if I shut it off, when she can't get in touch with me, by the time I get done with you folks, nobody will want to get married. Nobody. All right, folks. Oh, that's what long marriages do, guys. I think it takes maybe, I guess maybe 20 years to really get to know the person. Don't worry. You guys will find out at that time. You figure we just celebrated our 48th anniversary. August 29th, we'll be together for 53 years. And let me tell you something, folks. In today's generation, man, you're talking like 70 years. However, ladies and gentlemen, it works out. And I always say, and this too shall pass. All right, folks. Don't you just love my show? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Show on the Road. Here we go, folks. I was supposed to take my show on the road. Pass out shirts as I go. I've spent a lot of time writing songs, making videos, finding places to play. However, do not have the time. I'm always writing new songs for my weekly show. Maybe someday I'll write a song. Maybe someday I'll go viral or something like that. I'll always be known as an unknown street corner singer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Now, this is called Summer on Block Island. Bum, 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 Block Island. Bum, 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 Block Island. Bum, 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 Block Island. Bum, 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 Block Island. Block Island is the place for me, tranquil, beautiful as can be. Walk early in the morning, Water Street quiet. Summers are great on Block Island. I could stay there all summer long. However, very expensive. Need to make more money than online. Not a chance. Some places are pet friendly. Check online. Only 12 miles at sea from Point Judith. Only 1 hour from my home on 95 if there's no way accidents, but they got great beaches. I stay at 1661, great place. The dining room has great views. Buffet breakfast, great service. Across the street, there's a farm. Lots of animals, camels, kangaroos, goats, donkeys, sheeps, and llamas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is called an old saying. If you're my generation, you'll recognize it. Okay. Yesterday I heard an old saying. Don't call me, I'll call you. I told my friend when I went on an interview, I'm here, don't call us, I'll call you. Isn't it funny that old sayings seem to last for years? Like a person who wrote a simple song, like Happy Birthday, never had it certified. That is the second highest song ever sold. Sing it in every country. The most highest selling song ever was Dreaming of a White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Yeah, that old saying. I used to hear that all the time. Oh my God, don't call us, we'll call you. And guess what, folks? Did they call? No. Except one job I really wasn't that great hearing, but that's the time I delivered flowers, and I was allergic to them. Well, I needed a job. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is called cardboard. Cardboard. Oh, my God, cardboard. All right, we got a... I got an oldie but goodie coming up. A nice fairy tale. But this is called Cardboard. We used to crawl inside large cardboard boxes, pretend they were tanks. At the end of Hague Avenue was a large dirt mound. We would ride down the street and see how fast that we made over that mound to see how far we could fly. With a metal basket on the front of my bike, did not make it. I went over the handlebars. Well, I got my leg tangled into it. But we went down on large cardboard boxes, on sandbanks. In the back of Landry's drugstore, we built a raft. There was a little pond. We climbed trees in the back of my neighbor's yard across the street. Well, folks, that's what we did back then. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we used to be out all day riding bikes. And on Saturday mornings, we'd sit in front of the TV. We'd watch cartoons. And I forget one time I sat down and I was watching something. and my mother comes by and she says, "Bill, what are you looking at?" I says, "I don't know. It was just a circle with a black dot in the middle." And I forget what that's called now, but you know, I mean, when you're kids, but I mean, a lot of times we spent a lot of time outdoors. We spent all our days outdoors. You know, it was like, but on Saturday mornings, we usually watch cartoons. Okay, what was that song that I was going to... Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hickory dickory dock, I used to run around the block. Now I walk with a cane, but I'm happy just the same. Hickory dickory dock. You know, it was like, hey. You know, it's just a little... All right, what was this supposed to be? That's a Hey, that's a long song. Um, oh, let me see. Oh my God. It seems marriage just drives you insane. Forbid if anything happens to the other person, I'll never get married again. No, folks, married to one woman was enough. I would not want to get married again. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is called hanged or hung or something like that. In the old West, back in time, if found guilty, you were hanged in the square. They build a gallows, have a guy wear a mask or wear something over his head. He was the hangman. Today, however, if you're found guilty, you're sent to prison. Now, you have a place to sleep, 3 hot meals a day, outside in the yard, at the cost, if I believe, $70,000 a year for each prisoner. But if you're out in the woods somewhere and there was a posse after you, they put a rope around a big limb of a tree and tie it to the tree. They'd wrap it around your neck, a loose noose, with your hands tied behind your back. Then they let the horse go. You know the answer. Oh yeah, back then, folks, they didn't put you in prison. Things come out now. Have you ever hoped things would come out better? But they went the other way. Well, if you have, well, I have the secret for that. The secret to that, you may not like how the only guy to go to solve the problem. Do not wish anything great to happen. Wishing and hoping. Just let the chips fall as they may. We cannot change the future, so why drive yourself crazy? The only thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is try to improve yourself. If you're trying to lose weight or whatever, or if anything, or if you want to play an instrument or whatever, if something makes you happy, ladies and gentlemen, don't let anybody talk you out of it. It's your life. Okay, as long as you don't commit a crime. Now I don't know how true it is on Facebook, but you really can't believe anything on Facebook, is that they're trying to get real criminals, send them out of the United States, and I think there's a jail, I don't know, maybe in the Philippines, I don't know. But I mean, they just take the hardened criminals, and that's it, But hey, so much for Facebook. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I got time for these songs that I was going to sing. So maybe, that's right. Okie dokie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for what it was worth, this ukulele bill I do my show here every week here at Channel 9, and I just love it, folks. And I thank the town and always Channel 9 for letting me come in and do this. But, ladies and gentlemen, try to be safe on the highway with your motorcycles or whatever. Don't go from one lane to the next, to the next, to the next. Because if you happen to go to one lane to the other, those trailer trucks, if they can't see you in their blind spot, they just change lanes. So watch out, folks, even driving in the cars. Okay. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true, and mine did. Although it's always sweet sorrow to part, you know you'll always remain in my heart. Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again. Adios, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen. As Lawrence Folks says, always said, keep a song in your heart, folks. This is Ukulele Bill saying, take care. Bye-bye.